Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is a step closer to becoming the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court.
The Senate is expected to vote to confirm Judge Jackson this week. Monday night, the Senate Judiciary Committee passed a procedural vote to move her confirmation to the Senate floor. Judge Jackson had already bipartisan support with Maine Republican Susan Collins. But after last night's vote, Jackson picked up support from two more Republican senators, Utah's Mitt Romney and Alaska's Lisa Murkowski. Joining us now with more is CBS News political reporter Caitlin Huey-Burns. Caitlin, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Caitlin. So what does it mean for Judge Jackson to have backing from both Romney and Murkowski, and what reasons did they give for throwing their support behind her?
Hi. Well, Judge Jackson will have what's become elusive here on Capitol Hill, especially when it comes to judicial nominees, and that is bipartisan support, with those three Republicans saying that they will cross the aisle and support her nomination. She will get bipartisan support, and that's welcome news for the White House, because that's something that they want to project, that this is a nominee that was able to get support from both sides of the aisle. We expect her confirmation to happen later this week, and she will become the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court. But the statements from the Republican senators supporting her nomination were really telling. You mentioned Mitt Romney, you mentioned Susan Collins. I want to point to a statement from Lisa Murkowski, the senator from Alaska. She said that she's voting yes on her confirmation because she's a qualified judge, but also said that her vote is a rejection of the way in which nominations for the Supreme Court have become highly politicized. She says that that is corrosive, and it's only getting worse in her view. And so that is something to really pay attention to in the coming days and weeks and months and years, and what it could portend for further confirmation battles.
Caitlin, what did this confirmation process tell us about future nominations? What's at stake?
Well, I would like to point to a statement by Lindsey Graham made at the nomination hearing yesterday when they were voting in the Judiciary Committee. And he said that this was the first time he was voting against a Supreme Court nominee. And he said that if Republicans take control of the Senate, the nominees may not get a hearing. And I've been asking lawmakers up here on Capitol Hill about what that would mean. And I talked to Senator Chris Coons of Delaware, who sits on the Judiciary Committee. He's a Democrat. He said that that statement signaled to him that Democrats would have a very difficult time getting a nominee confirmed if Republicans control the Senate. He told me that we will genuinely struggle to confirm any nominee if Republicans control the Senate. So you can expect this to become a midterm election issue for both parties. We know Republicans always galvanize their voters around the Supreme Court and judicial nominations. Democrats haven't done as well in terms of really motivating their base of supporters. But with that at stake, those kinds of statements could make this an election driver for Democrats, considering that Biden still has 2.5 years on his term, and there could be a potential for another Supreme Court pick or judicial nominations down the road.
So interesting how this, echoes into the future. All right, Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.